Hey, it's Simon. Good to see you. Today, in this video, I'm going to take you along and show you something that I've been working on and show you what is Simon up to today. I've got a little bit of music to share with you. I've been working on some new music projects and learning some new things, and I'd like to show you what I've been up to. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. So come along with me. I'm going to head inside. I've got some things to show you. Camera 1 is going. Camera 2 is going. Start the screen recording. Alright, so I have recently discovered and dived into the world of sampled orchestration using recorded sample libraries to create orchestral music. It's pretty fascinating, pretty interesting, it's pretty challenging, and I've been just diving into it. And I just wrote my first little piece. I just recently put together an entire template of the whole orchestra. So I have all the instruments laid out, and that is going to make it much easier for me to write music in using those orchestral samples. And so in this video, I'm sharing with you the first piece I wrote using that template. But I want to share a couple things with you as someone who's new to this and learning this. And it's just amazing that nowadays you can have a little laptop and you can create the sound of an entire orchestra and create a sound that is somewhat, mostly sounding realistic. It does take some work and some little, techniques that make it sound more realistic, and I'm learning about that. I'm really excited to share my first little piece with you. But first, let me show you my template and a couple other things. So here we have Logic Pro. I had been using Ableton for quite a while, and it is great, but I decided to try out Logic, and it's been great so far. I am using pretty much all of the East-West Hollywood Orchestra library for this. There's tons of good orchestral libraries, sample libraries out there. And if you want to find out more about them, just search on Google. I'm not going to tell you about that in this video. But this one is pretty nice, and you can get it on a monthly subscription, so it's somewhat affordable. So I have all the instruments laid out. At the top we have the woodwinds, and then we have the brass, percussion, harp, pianos, and then at the bottom we have the strings. And so if we open all those up, you have the different articulations, and then you can go in and record them and stuff. There's a couple different ways to record the different articulations for an instrument, but I have them separated out, and that's just how I'm going to try it for now. If you are starting out in doing this and you're choosing which hardware to use, I'm currently working on a MacBook Pro. I would say if you can get more than 16 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of memory, do it. Because with this template, it only has, around 300 and some tracks with, I don't know how many instances of the Play software, the software instrument are running. I think it's like 20 or 30 or something. I've gotten up to like 85% usage at times. So definitely try and get 32 or 64 if you can. But let me show you this just a little bit. This is really cool. You have the piccolo. This is the instrument at the top. And then you can play it on the keyboard. If it makes any noise, will it make any noise? There we go. And one very cool thing, my keyboard doesn't have any faders or sliders or even a mod wheel. So if you have a MacBook Pro, this is just a cool thing if you have a MacBook Pro, you can download a little program that turns your touch bar on the new MacBook Pros into a MIDI controller, which is pretty cool. And I downloaded this program. It's called MIDI Touch Bar, and I'm actually going to bring this camera over here to show you. And you can customize it completely, but I have it customized, if I press on this, to control some of the MIDI continuous controllers. This is CC1, which is modulation. This is CC11 for expression. And then you can also control, I also have set to control CC7 and CC10 for panning and volume. I don't use those two that much. I mainly just have it over here. And I can almost reach it with both fingers if I want to slide both at the same time, which is super cool. So if I have a sustained instrument, the cool thing is to make it sound realistic, you can use sliders like that to control the sound, and it fades between different dynamics of the sound and different amounts of vibrato and other things like that. Let's actually play some strings instead. That will be good. Here, some cello. You play it like that. And so the cool thing is with these sliders, you can change the dynamics like live while you're playing the note, so it sounds like an actual player. So that's pretty cool. And then you can obviously play all sorts of different articulations. Staccato. That's just a short demonstration of the sounds you can make. It's really fascinating, really exciting. I'm just learning about this and discovering this and diving deeper into this because I really want to try and use this in the music that I write and the songs that I create for this channel. So I'm just sharing that excitement with you. So I went through and I made this entire template, which is super cool. You can just switch and just add all sorts of instruments on top, layer them on top of each other and start just writing super, super fast, which is so cool. But that's just a little behind the scenes of what Simon is up to today and has been up to for a little while. And I've got a song that currently, as I'm recording this, I'm only halfway done with, but by the time this video comes out, I'm going to have put together just a little piece using this template, using these instruments, using these new tools that I've been figuring out and learning. So I hope you enjoy the piece of music in this video, and that's just a little behind the scenes look of what Simon is up to.
Hey.
Hey, I told you to stay inside. I'm working on a video here.
I just wanted to be in a video. I haven't been in a video in a long time.
I know it's been a little while, but hopefully soon I'll let you be in another video.
Why can't
okay? But I told you to stay inside. Why are you coming out here? I'm trying to film something. Let me finish this up. I'll be in a minute. Okay.
Well, right.
But for now, I'm trying to film. So can you please
I'll
go back inside?
Go back inside then. Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.